Hello everyone, welcome to November. It's the 2nd of November today and I've already been to the thrift store. Just a couple of things. This morning I found a couple of vintage handkerchiefs. I will be soaking these very well before I use them, but isn't that pretty, that embroidery? I have a project in mind for something. And this one, how beautiful is the lace on this particular one? Isn't that just lovely? It's so fine. I'm not quite sure what that says. I will Google it and put it on the screen so we know, but that's very fine, that one. So they were 10 cents each, and also these were 10 cents also, which is just a few little ribbon roses with bows. It's always nice to find. I got these little beads. I'm doing a project and it involves this colour, so that was a wonderful little find. And also this ribbon, and I know it's not something I would normally grab. It's the old nylon ribbons from way back when I was a little girl, but I thought it may be very nice in a junk journal or a project I am thinking about. I also found this for $1, which is a magnifying glass. The ones, you know, you put the string around your neck, and I think I will be replacing it because it looks a bit manky on the top there. But you put the string around your neck and that part sits against your stomach or your chest or wherever, and then you can look through. Like, obviously it's not showing up very well on camera, but it works. So I got that for $1. Then I also got a doily for, I think this was $1.50. It says on here somewhere, $1.50. There we go. And that's that one. It has 2 squares and then 2 squares also there with this lovely edging, and it's mainly the edging I wanted, so I got that. And the last thing I got today was, it's a children's skirt, but look at the pretty sequin fabric. Look at the colour of it. It's really lovely, that colour, and I have no idea what to do with it, but I kind of walked by it twice and it was only $2.50, and it's got 2 layers of that fabric. So I guess, you know, shabby chic Christmas things, how pretty would they be covered in that, because it's so sparkly yet so pretty. You know, I'm talking about the pastel kind of shabby chic stuff. So that is my first trip to the op shop for thrift store for November. Okay, I'll see you next time. So this is my second little trip for the month. The Collectorama was in town over the weekend. It was really hot, so I really wasn't into it because it was just hot, and I had 2 children with me, so I only got a couple of things. The first thing I got were the knife rests. Really quite a nice little shape. I do collect knife rests, so, and I don't often come across them, so I found those. There's a couple of little marks on them, but there's no real chips, so that was nice. And they were $2 for the $2, yeah, for the pair, which was nice. I also got this little tin here, and I think this was also $2. It says Bell's Waterproof Wax Vestas. It's quite aged, as you can see, but that's okay. It's a nice little tin. And inside are all these little, I think they're cable ties or something. They're metal, obviously not meant to be in the tin, but they are in the tin. And I did ask, and the lady says, yep, they go with the tin, so that was alright. So I found that. And then I got these 2 little hair grips, which are bobby pins, but I really love the packaging on them. Aren't they lovely? So I got those 2, and they were 50 cents each. Yeah, there was a whole bag of them, but I thought, no, I don't need a whole bag, so I just, you know, 50 cents each. I got this spool of lace, which is really nice. I love this kind of lace. It's this really pretty soft peachy pink colour with the ribbon. As you can see, the ribbon it does come out. It's not joined. It's two separate pieces, and there's quite a lot on that. And that was $5 for that. And then the last thing I got was this little test tube. I thought it was $5. I took it up and the lady said $3, so it looks like someone's changed their mind, so it goes either way. She charged me $3, so I'm okay with that. We've got the 6 test tubes, and then the little drying rack, and that's like a little pourer, and these ones are that shape, and they're all glass, so I don't come across things like this very often. So I thought, yes, I'll grab that, because I've got quite a nice little collection of glass test tubes now. Sonia sent me some, and I found a couple of my own, because I intend to alter the test tubes up prettily. So that was nice to find, and that is all I got this time around. Okay, I'll see you next time. Hello there. I have a couple of thrifting op shop buys for the month of November. One was last week, and one was my daughter picked a couple of things up for me this morning. So the first things that I found last week was a bag of trims. I don't like them all, but I do like some of them. I like this one a lot because it has a nice vintage kind of look to it. It's nice muted sequins. So there's a piece of that one. There's also this, and it looks like it might have come off a garment of some kind, and that could come in useful down the track somewhere. There's this lovely like a copper kind of colour trim. So there's a bit of that one. There's a black and silver trim. And then there's this blue, which is probably a little bit bright for me, but you never know. You never know. I mean, it might work for Christmas. I don't know. So we'll see. So I found those, and they were the same as where is it? Okay, so I think they were about $1 for all those, I'm quite sure. And then I found these little napkin rings, and they were $1, but they're quite pliable. You can sort of bend those ones, so they could come in handy. There was also this wooden piece, which is really nice, and that was $1 also. There was a whole set of these, not the button, and they were in a bag, but I was having a look at them. And these are vintage hemming clips, Chadwick measure clip, and they have the measurements on them, and I like vintage sewing things, so there was a whole set of those. And then in the bag also was this, and I had no idea what it was, but then I looked it up, and it's a covered buttonhole. Is that what it is? It opens up like that. I think it's a not covered buttonhole, it's invisible buttonhole, perhaps it's called. Anyway, it's a little device for doing that, so one day I'll have a play around with that. And they were $1 also. And then there was also a bag of pins, and I really like the colour of these pins. They're kind of that gunmetal colour, and it was perfect finding them because I found them as I was taking up my daughter's formal dress, and I needed extra pins. I didn't realise I would need more, but they came in very handy, and I used those. And if anybody is interested, I will put a picture of my daughter. She has graduated now, which is lovely. She's finished school. She had her formal last week and it all went very well, and she looked, well, I think she looked beautiful. So I'll put a couple of photos, or a photo on the screen now, so you can see what she looked like, because she has helped in a few videos over the years, so that might be nice. Let me see, I think see what else, because I sort of just threw everything, well, not through, but I moved everything over here. No, that's it. So that's what I found. And then today my daughter went downtown, and she's so sweet. She picked up this this old trim for 50 cents. She thought I might like the packaging. Isn't that sweet for my junk journals? And especially this one, which hasn't been opened yet. But look how nice that packaging is on there. It's even got a little cat on it. So I thought that was really kind of her. And then there were the press fasteners that she picked up, and they were all 50 cents each also. So there hasn't been a lot of thrifting done this month, because I have been concentrating on other things with my daughter and family in general. I have been making things though, so that's nice in between everything else. And so it's been a busy week, a busy month so far, but that's what I bought, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So I shall see you. We've still got another week until the end of the month, so you never know. Okay, take care, bye. Just a quick trip to the op shop thrift stores this week, and I found a salt shaker, nice little cut glass one. They didn't have the matching one to go with it, but that's okay, because I only put my glitter and things, and that was 50 cents. I also got a book, newsprint paper pad A4. It's just got the newspaper paper inside for my journals. I thought that would be nice, or to give to my son for drawing or something like that. Anyway, it was only $1, so that's okay. What else did I get? Oh, I found this, which needs a good clean. As you can see, it needs a bit of bleach or something in there. That one was $2, and it's the top hat, the milk glass top hat. So I got that one, and I also found this one here, which also needs a good clean. Look at that ewe. And that one was 50 cents, and I think that's Avon, just a little Avon vase. But it's quite pretty, isn't it? So I think I've got an idea on what I'm going to do with that one, and I think that's it for this trip. Just having a quick scan around. Sometimes I forget little bits, but no, I think that's it. Hello everyone. I decided to take a trip down to the op shop this morning. I haven't been for a while. It's almost the end of November, so I thought, oh, I'll just pop in and see what they've got. The first thing I found was this bag. It was $1, and it had this trim in it, and I actually used a couple of these snowflakes, or very, very similar ones on, if you recall. Okay, they're very similar, they're not quite the same. These ornaments here, I used a little gold snowflake on those, and I thought these looked very similar, and I didn't have any more gold snowflakes left, so I saw this and grabbed it, and it's got huge amounts on it. I think it's great for embellishments and things like that. So that was $1, so I got that. Then I got a little sewing kit. Not that I particularly like the sewing kit, I just like the design of the sewing kit, and it's really cute. Look at that. I haven't seen one like that, and so I thought, well, it might, you know, inspire me to make something similar in some sort of way. Yeah, so I got that, and they charged me 30 cents for that one. They were giving away some old bookmarks, so I grabbed some of those. I thought they'd be good in my junk journals, and also some blue, really pretty, like a duck egg blue type of envelopes as well. There was also a little bag of laces. Not that I particularly wanted these, but look at this here. So let's just have a look. Very ladylike. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? I really do like that. And this was $1 for this bag as well, so there's that lace there in it. There's this one here, which is the nylon, but it's a nice little gathered lace, always comes in handy, and it looks like the same in a creamy colour as well. We have this one here, which is a satin, like a vintage satin, the lace on it. Oh look, oh, it's a bow. Oops, I just undid the bow. It's a bow with fur pom-poms, and that feels like real fur, unfortunately, but that's quite old. That is, it looks probably I know my mum used to have stuff like this on her clothes back in the 50s and 60s, so there's that. Oh look, and there's, oh, isn't that pretty, that piece there, and it's really pretty too. Look, oh, I've got something similar to that already, I think. And that one there, so that's really nice. So that was great for $1, wasn't it? And then lastly, ladies in Australia may understand this, but we very rarely come across wedding dresses at a decent price. I've only ever bought one wedding dress, and I can't even remember how much I paid for it, but it was nowhere near as cheap as the ladies in America can get their wedding dresses. And when I went into the store this morning, I was about to go out and I looked over to where they were having their Halloween stuff. That's where they had their Halloween stuff, and there was a little sign that says fancy dress on sale. It had sale. It didn't say how much, didn't say half price or anything like that, so I thought, oh, I'll go and have a look. And there were 3 wedding dresses there. 2 of them didn't have any lace on, and this one did. And it was $20. And I turned away and I sort of thought about it, and I looked back and I looked again and I said, "You're $20. Looked at the other 2 dresses, they were both $20 as well, so I grabbed it because I thought I was seeing things at first. I'll just have to take the camera down and I'll show you it. Okay. This is the wedding dress. Now, the sequins are a little bit discoloured. They're yellow, but I don't mind that because I like a vintage look. But as you can see, the bodice is just all covered. And in my viewfinder, they look orange. They're not. They're just slightly yellowed. So I don't... I'm trying to get like a better look of... maybe if I hold it. See, look. That gives a better... look of it. It's just slightly discolored. It's not as dark as it looks up there. I don't know why it's coming out that dark, but it's all down the sleeves, all over the front of the bodice, and it's all on the mesh. The lace is all on the mesh. Then you've got all the satin in the skirt, and then down the bottom you've got all the appliques. And then you have this all around the bottom of the dress, and it's just machine sewed on, so it's going to be easy to remove. Time consuming, but easy. And I think I'll remove it and then hand wash it. But it's like, it's sequins and pearls, and then you've got like this. This one here, which is really pretty, isn't it? It's got got different beads in the center, and they're on the bodice as well. It's on the back, all around the bottom of the skirt, and also like this. That's the back of the bodice there as well. Like this is the neck, the zip. It's all the lace here, and then you've got like a bustle, and it's all around the bustle. This small one. These are just like pieces put on, but they can all be taken off. And then you've got these flowers, and I don't know how nice they're going to turn up. They may not turn up any good, but I do like the little pearls on the wire in the middle there. So $20, that's going to keep me busy, isn't it? But I really don't mind, because oh look, see, it's got a different one around there as well. I absolutely never see wedding dresses for that price, and I wish it didn't look quite so yellow in the viewfinder, but anyway, you get the idea. Then there's all the satin, and then there's all the tulle underneath it, and then like that's underneath, and then you've got the tulle, and then there's this, the tulle's actually sewn to this other fabric as well, so I'll probably keep the tulle. My daughter wants some of, she wants me to make her some pajamas out of some satin, so we'll see how we go. But anyway, that was it for this one, and that's probably the very last one of the month, seeing as it's, I think it's the 28th or 29th. I've only got a day or so left now. So thank you so much for joining me in November. It started off a bit slow findings, but this sort of topped it off for me, so I feel quite blessed this month. Okay, take care everybody. Bye.